Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome to another Ghosthack live stream. Okay, my mic is coming through. I almost left my mic on mute. That would have been bad. But in today's live stream, we're going to be making some epic trailer music. This is going to be cinematic soundtrack style. It's going to be very epic. It's going to be dark. It's probably going to be fast-paced. I'm going to go for just shooting in all cylinders cinematic today. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Because today we're using the Ultimate Cinematic Bundle Volume 2, which just came out. You can find the link to it in the top of the description below if you're interested. It is available on the Ghosthack website, and there are several packages that this bundle contains. The first one is it contains Quantum Force cinematic drums, some really epic drum hits there. There is Stratosphere, which contains all kinds of stuff. You can see I have the Stratosphere wave files right here that it contains. And then I have trailer sound effects volume 2. The volume 2 to trailer sound effects is actually really, really good in my opinion. I already had it downloaded before this stream. It's really, really good. And it comes with the demo tracks that you hear on the website, and also it comes with a little extra bonus pack if you get it fast enough. The bonus packs don't last forever. They're just a temporary thing, which is the cinematic sci-fi sounds, but that's just temporary. The main feature, in my opinion, to this bundle is the Cinematic Essentials Volume 3. We already have Volume 1 and 2 available on the website, and Volume 3 is brand new. It's the brand new addition to this bundle right here. So I'm really excited to get into using these sounds. These are very, very good. I've skimmed through them a little bit before the stream, and I'm a big fan of the way they sound. Hey to the couple people that are in the chat, but I also see that there are people watching that aren't in the chat, so greetings to you as well. And I'm thinking we might as well just go ahead and get started with this. So I think the track that I was playing just a second ago was in 80 BPM, and I do like that tempo, at least for cinematic, because it can allow me to go slower, you know what I'm saying? Like it can do the dum 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 that the last track was just doing, but then it also has the ability to kind of double time it and go like if I want to do some drums, I would just like that. I think if I could do 80 BPM fast like that with my mouth, it would be a lot better, but I can't. So maybe I'll just have to show you, and that would be totally fine. All right. Make sure my phone is loading this stream so I can monitor it. I don't have a second monitor set up currently, so basically my thing is what I have to do is I have to use my phone to make sure that I'm monitoring the stream to make sure that everything is going well. That's basically my solution to that problem. If you don't mind me asking, there's no question. What can a lo-fi song contain from instruments, drums, and effects? What can a lo-fi song contain? Could contain anything you want, really. I guess like there's things that it contains more typically, which I'm assuming you're asking. Things that it contains more typically is well, if you're talking about drums and effects, man, it just anything that fits. I don't really like to box in genres like that where you say, oh, you're not allowed to use this in this genre. You know what I'm saying? I think it could use anything as long as it sounds kind of older vintage lo-fi. I like to use strings. I like to use just really small sounding drums that aren't super loud and heavy, of course. Just any kind of effects. But yeah, I just mess around and see what works best. But I think I want to go through this and find some good stuff to start with. I am in 80 BPM, and I know there are 80 BPM files in this package. Cinematic Essentials Volume 3. We have some drum stems here. That's a good one. Ooh. I like that slide. Tommy B, I remember you from the critique video. Or the critique stream, that is. These all sound really good, but I think I want to stick in the 80 to 90 BPM range. And I really just liked that one. So I will probably use that one at some point. I think, oh, this would be cool because now I can actually slow it down just a little bit, which will make the hits a little bit deeper. And I think something like that could come in pretty useful. So right now, I just want to gather a few sounds right at the beginning that I can sort of put in my arsenal to use. Yeah, that one's fine. So I'm just going to take that one. I'm not as big a fan of that, even though it's still good. So the two that I was hearing the most were these. Because I just really liked... it's like sort of a quiet, suspenseful, epic nature. So I really liked those. This one as well. So they're both in D and they go together, so I guess I'm making a track in D now. That's fine. D's a good key. But we can look through these others as well. I really liked these, but they just weren't really like epic and dark enough. They were a little more just uplifting and light, which they're very, very good, but for any other scenario, but for this, not as much. There's just such great atmosphere to this. I could go into percussion loops. I could see that coming in really useful. So again, I'm just gathering a few samples here to start out with. I feel like I almost have to take this one because not only does it sound good, I'm pretty sure it also matches up with these sounds right here. Or maybe it doesn't. Maybe I was mistaken. It still sounds pretty good, but maybe I can use like a one-shot version of that instead, because there are one-shots. Like these are just loops. I can go into the one-shots. And there's like a bunch of drones, which I can take when I need them. Impacts. There's pads, which I can also take those when I need them. Ping multi-samples. Oh, that'll come in real handy if I want to make some kind of melody with these. I can throw those together. That'll be cool. Pulses. Yeah, this is what I mean, where I can just take one hit and just use that and create some line with it instead of like a pre-made loop. And obviously we have plenty of sound effects. I'm going through the Cinematic Essentials Volume 3 version of this bundle just to be clear. It's interesting. Those are sub booms. A lot of the sound effects I'll just use when I get to them. Suck backs and stuff. Like those are definitely just transitional things. Whoosh hits. I don't care what kind of music you're making. These are crazy handy. And then just normal whooshes. So I think what I'm going to start with, also tonal stuff. The braams. I'm going to assume that this is pronounced braam. Nobody's told me otherwise. So I'm just going to continue to pronounce it braam until somebody corrects me on that. Very nice. Ooh, that's deep. That'll be great. These would be good for sampling. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and start arranging these. So these should work together. So in a way, they work together. They don't work together exactly the way that I thought they would, but they definitely would work together in a song. So I'm just going to go ahead and still use these. I'm going to use this as the intro. And then it gets kind of quiet there. So what I can do is I can normalize and sort of make sure these are the same in volume. So it sounds a little less, like a little less jarring going down from the quiet part to the loud part. Let me pull up a piano. This should be like this. It almost sounds like this first part, the last part is in D, and the first part is in G, which is pretty interesting. Uh-oh. Yeah, it definitely sounds like it's in G at this point. Which means it would probably be better to me, like it is in D, it definitely is, but it's like a harmonic of D. It's harmonies with D that are a little more in G. So I think it'd be better to start with this one. It's just very epic, and it gets very loud at the end there, which is really cool. And all of that mixes very well. Yeah, and I can hear a braam excuse me, I can hear a braam hitting right there. But the first thing I think I want to do is I'm just going to start from the beginning. Normally I'd start with some kind of drop if I'm making an EDM song, but what I think I want to start here is just from the beginning. And I think I can start with this built-in, very, very smooth low-pass filter. That could be an interesting way to start off the track. So if I just create an automation clip and go up like this. And that didn't work, so what I have to do is go into here, and then link to controller, and then just hit accept. Oh, I know what I did wrong. Let me copy this value and paste it here. There we go. Yeah, just like that. That sounds really cool. And this can kind of be continuing throughout this intro. So now I want to get some kind of hit right there. I can bring in these drums right here. Yeah, then we can have every time it kind of hits in that area when the sample restarts, I can go ahead and add some kind of impact. So I can grab a couple of different impacts, and this shouldn't actually be that difficult. So cinematic, yeah, I'll just stay in Cinematic Essentials Volume 3, and then I'll venture into the other packs in a little bit. Want something not too heavy, something kind of deep. That one's just really nice. Yeah. And need to take me down a little bit on the master here. Let me know if my voice needs to be louder, or FL Studio needs to be louder, or just my voice needs to be lower. Let me know if there's anything weird. So along with this impact, I can add some whooshes. So where's a whoosh? Here, hold up. I want to go ahead and use this built-in EQ to make it a little bit darker. Yeah, just like that. And then where are whooshes? I just had whoosh samples. Where were those from? I think they were actually from this one here, Trailer Sound Effects Volume 2. So we'll go one shots, whoosh hits. Yeah, and then I have to take, let me just take a whoosh without a hit because I have a hit here. There's tons of these. Yeah, let's try that. That lined up like beautifully. Yeah, a little less high frequency. Yeah, maybe that one. And then I can take a suck back. Let's see where, I know there are suck backs somewhere in here. Cinematic Essentials Volume 3. I'm going to keep bouncing around between these because I sort of know that there are a lot of different, yeah, here we go. Yeah, and there are the whoosh hits and things. We'll try this one. This one looks nice and long. Yeah. So I need it sort of building up a little more than what it was. Yeah. Then I can use the EQ to make it a little higher frequency. And then a sub boom right at that hit. Destroy, that's a good one. Awesome, glad you like it. Yeah, just a little sub boom at the end there really, really sort of glues it together. And there's things that I've done before that I've done in electronic tracks before that I think I also want to do in this one. And that's make this more mono. I want to control how mono this sound is. So I don't think I'm going to have much rhyme or reason to where I put things in this mixer track. Normally I do when I'm making other styles of music, but for this case, I think I just want to just go ahead and put it into one, and I'll just route things as I route them. So this is in one. And then I can use free plugin from, I think this is kilohertz. Pretty sure it's kilohertz, but I got this free when I purchased a different plugin, and this is just a stereo width. And so I can actually turn this down to almost mono. Like that, and then I can control the dry wet. So we'll go from kind of mono and then open right back up. So that'll be pretty cool for this intro. Create this automation clip. Boom. Then right at this part, it just goes up. Or no, it goes down. Yeah, because this is making it mono. So we have to start with the mix up and then end with it going down. Yeah, now let's get some kind of atmosphere in here. I want to get some sort of drone or pad. Let me go with a pad. We're still going to do hardware. I don't know about hardware. Don't have much of that. Be cool if I did, though. It's expensive. Ooh, this one's nice. Ooh, I like acceleration. That one's also pretty good. But I think I want to use acceleration. It has kind of a deep drone to it as well. So I'm going to go with that. This is in C, so I'm going to have to move this up a couple of notes. Yeah. Okay, there's one thing here though with this loop is that it's not just simply one key, like it's not just one chord going on at once. It also goes down to there. So I think what we can do is what would be the best way to do this? I could throw this pad into an audio sampler. Like I could just throw it into a sampler and say, okay, it's gonna last up to about here. So I take, I go into here, go unsorted, and then take this, throw it into a sampler, and then add a note. Let's see, this pad is already in C, so we're gonna throw it in D. And then I'm just gonna stretch this note out. Let me make sure that I can see all of my piano roll. Yeah, I'm just gonna stretch this note out to somewhere like, let me see. Stretch this note out to here, so I need it to be way out here because the sample is gonna last about that long. And then I can use slide notes to slide around in pitch because it's going to start in D. Let's see. And then it's going to go up to F. Do I like trap music? I do like trap music. I've made plenty of it. And then it sounds like it doesn't want to go up to the it sounds like it could go down to the C or up to the F. So I'm going to see what it's like if I go down to the C. So I'm going to make a slide note here. If you don't know how to use slide notes, there's a video on slide notes on the Ghosthack channel. And I'm just going to bring it down. Okay, that kind of works. Let me see, go up to the F. That also works too. I think what I'm going to do is go down to the F and then, or down to the C and then up to the F in the second half maybe. Piano was a good idea. Yeah, I think I want to do that. So it goes down to the C, up to the F, and then it's going to slide right back to the root. And that's what's going to happen all these times. Let me just take all of this and duplicate it. So it's going to be about here. And then take these down. Yeah. And then this right here can just chop off right there. So because I'm going to have to loop this. Actually, hold up. I'm not going to do that because what I want to do is render this out because now I've created the pattern that I want. And now I can render it out just as a sample because it's now fitting the pattern that I've made. So I can just on play and then hit record and let this play out. And then I'm going to use this sample that I'm recording right now and I'm going to put it in the track so I don't have to deal with it in MIDI. Yeah, so it slides up and down like that. And that's going to fit the progression that we started with. Except I just realized I did it a little bit wrong. I moved it to the wrong spot. So I have to take this one, and this one and move them to the side to here. This would be the correct bit. Okay, and now we're going to record it. Record that, and then we'll just toss it in where it is in the playlist. That way we don't have to deal with the MIDI file, and we don't have to deal with it restarting no matter where we, like the file restarting no matter where we put the note. It'll just be exactly where it is, and we'll have a little more control over it. It's going to work a little better. And then slides up, yeah. And then I can just end with that little, just ending on one note. There we go. Nice. We got it. So I'll go ahead and normalize this and then drag this in here. We can delete this, and now we have exactly what we need. How's it going, everybody? And then we have impact. Ooh, that sounds good right in the middle of music right there. Yeah, nice. And then it'll go into a different area. So I can sort of give this a chop. And then what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this on smooth bleeding. Actually, I could probably turn it on crossfade because it's so slow. Crossfade, which means that there's going to be some big fade outs. Yeah, you can see some fade outs at the end here, which means there's going to be no clicking. But basically what I need to do is I need to put this here so I can loop it. But I also need to be able to like make it stay strong the whole way. Yeah, there we go. That'll be fine. And that's how I can go about looping that without keeping the sort of fade in. And then once these repeat, I'm definitely going to need some bigger drums, which fortunately I have here. Oh wait, actually, I have a different idea. I'm thinking, what if I make this part here like a riser, and it sort of rises up, and then because this part right here isn't particularly fast, like it's not super energetic, and then it goes into here. And that's where it can kind of break down and kind of get deeper and faster, and get a little darker. And then from here it would rise up into like a big part with like a bunch of stuff. So it would start out with the intro, kind of just going up in tension, and then it would just drop down to a really tight energetic, and then rise up, and then it would be huge. Yeah, braams, definitely I'm going to use those as well. Yeah, that sounds cool. And now I'm thinking, someone said piano a minute ago, and I really like the idea of piano because this pack comes with MIDI files, so I can use MIDI files as well if they have the MIDI file for this particular. Progression. So let me choose something. It's cinematic sounding. I really like this one. Yeah, and then let me see if I can go in here and just make sure. I played it. Sounds good. Not too much high end. I still want it to be subtle. And then let's see what chords they have here. I don't know if these chords correspond with these loops. They're very quiet. Dramatic theme, that's what we need. Why are they so quiet? It sounds very nice. Would it work? I don't know. Mainly because the piano was just so dang quiet. It does work, but only in the first half, so I'm just going to use the first half here. And I'm going to pick a slightly different piano, I think, because I really do like the sound of this one. But it's just too, it's just not, it doesn't have the high end I need. That one has a little more high end. And part of that could just be me going in here and going, let's see, tools, scale levels, and just moving this up. There we go. I could play it an octave higher. That's a little much. Hey, how's it going? Alright. I do like this piano. But what I'm going to do to make this MIDI sound a little more real is I'm going to go in here and I'm going to go, tools here, and then strum. I'm just going to add a little bit of strum. And that'll make it sound a little more real, like it's just a little bit off. Mixing and mastering series, that would be cool. I'm not a mixing or mastering engineer, but I have done a good bit of it for myself in my own music, so that could be an educational thing to talk about. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open up an EQ. I'm just going to lower this in the piano, because the piano takes up a lot of space here. And I want it to be a little more high-endy, if that's a word. Sure, that's a word. I just made it up. And then what's going to happen after here, after this part, when I make the riser, it's going to drop down in this. And it's going to get a lot more intense, and I can affect that and make it sound a little bigger. But right now I need some risers, some rising stuff. Let's see, sound effects. Let's see, whooshes, miscellaneous. It's like an ambience rise. The thing with the mixing and mastering thing is I'd have to choose some kind of style to do bass line that I think would be indicative of most people who would buy the course. You know what I'm saying? Like it'd be just way too superfluous to go through like 5 different tracks. You know what I'm saying? Like I'd have to choose a track to really just go into it and have to choose a style. Let's see, here's some riser. That's a riser. I can definitely use this. Yeah, and then it would swoosh into this part. Yeah, and it just get a lot more intense. Yeah, we have this, we have that. It's whooshes. I want to get a nice long kind of riser. So maybe I can get that from trailer sound effects. Just something really long. Let's see, downers. Maybe I could reverse a downer. A lot of these are very deep, which sound great, but or maybe reverse an impact. Need something with a big long tail. Or I could just add a bunch of reverb to one of these hits and then reverse it. That could work out pretty well if I did that. Stratosphere wave files, warped piano, one shots. See sound effects. Here's some risers. I'm glad I seem fast. Normally I'm pretty slow. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's the ultimate cinematic bundle that's letting me do this in any kind of fashion that's fast. See, these are short risers. They're little reverses. Oh, that one's good. It's short though. I need a long one. See, that's also short. I think most of these are probably short. Yeah. High string riser. That could be very nice. Yeah, that's cool. I just need something noisy. Lost riser. Deadlines are demanding. That happens. Yeah, in this new bundle, there are a few packs that have previously been released, but it also contains the Cinematic Essentials Volume 3, which is brand new. So I can actually try and stretch this out. If I just put this on stretch, then I should be able to stretch this out to a longer length. Oh, I have to turn on stretch here, and then just do that. And then I have to key it into place, of course. So this is in C. It has to be in D. Yeah, and I can just do that. And then I'll get some kind of I'll take an impact that has just a lot of high frequency, something that has a lot of high frequency, something airy, right? Like a whoosh, and then I'll add like a crap ton of reverb to it and just make a big whoosh riser kind of thing, because I just need something with a lot of air. So should I do impacts? Now I'll do whooshes, something high frequency. I like this one because it has it's just a lot of high frequency, like I just said. And then I can route this into 2. Again, I'm just doing the routing as I go. Oh boy. And then I'm just going to, there's something already in 2. Oh yeah, it's the piano, of course. So I'm going to route this into 3. I should label this. This is a string loop, and this will be piano, and then this will be, let's see, whoosh FX. And basically I just want to reverb, and then high cut all the way up and high damp all the way up. Low cut up. Yeah. That's what I like to hear. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm just going to render that out. So let me go like this. I also think for these purposes, I will go here and take the stereo plugin, which I just used a second ago, and make it mono. Yeah. Now let me render this out. Nice. So now let me go like this, and then now this is what it sounds like if we reverse it. And that's what I want. So let's take this. Yeah, it's nice and reversed. I can delete that. And then bring this right here. And then let me just use these ins and outs to create a nice big tail. It's very loud, but it's exactly what I want. Gonna be very handy. And then I can add some other interesting effect right here. I really just want to layer this as I go so I don't have to go back and put more stuff. Yes, bundles can be used in Cubase. Yeah. This is actually live. This is live. That's why I'm able to read out the chat. So there's Foley stuff. A lot of it is very sort of atmospheric. It's not super upfront. I want something that's kind of upfront and is just an interesting kind of maybe like a scrape or something like that. That would be cool. See, drones, impacts, pulses, sound effects, miscellaneous. That's kind of cool. Suckbacks. Let's see. Ping multi-samples. Yeah, I'd already been through those. Maybe I could take some kind of percussion loop. Let's see, I already had that one here, so let me see what trailer sound effects has. Let's see, loops. Yeah, percussion. Ooh, clocks. I like clocks. Yeah, it needs a ton of reverb. What if I offset the clocks? Yeah, I like that. It already has reverb on it, but even more. Yeah. And then let me do a big brain here. If I set this to slice map, I should be able to turn down the pitch and it stay exactly the same. Yeah. No, clocks. Clocks are where it's at. This is trailer music. Yeah, you got caps lock caps lock on, my guy. Yeah, and then I can take little pieces of this and use it right here. Yeah, such as right before those hits, I can just take this. Take these little spots, and that'll spice it up a little bit. And I'll try to keep this track moving on. I don't have time for like a 3-hour live stream today, you know what I'm saying? But I do definitely have time for a couple hours, so I want to get something good in here. Yeah, and then it goes down into this, and it's a little faster. Should I keep the clock here? I don't know if I should keep the clock here. Or I should just switch to it like that, yeah. But one thing's for sure, these drums need to be a little bigger, a little louder, a little heavier. So I'm going to make them. So let's make this unique. And now I'm going to route this into, let's see, the clock is here. Clock. I have to make sure to, I had guessed, whatever. And then I have to make sure to keep organized with my labeling this time. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open up, do I want to just put Sound Goodizer? It's such an easy way of making it big. What do I want to do here? I could add transient processor. Yeah, to really emphasize those transients. That's cool. And then let me add soft clipper. Add a little bit of distortion there. And then I can add Maximus. Sound Goodizer and OTT, baby. Yeah. Let's multi-band compress this. Yeah. You'll also use other synths. Yeah, I use a lot of Serum and Harmor mainly. Yeah, now I'm hearing, what's a pulse? That's what it is. That one sounds kind of weird. Yeah, I just want to take a pulse one shot. And then I'll add braams. Let's see. I know I saw them. Cinematic Essentials Volume 3, pulse one shots, question mark? Yeah. OTT stands for over the top. It was first coined by the multiband compressor in Ableton because it had a preset that was OTT that everyone used. I like how almost all of these, like pretty much all of these are in D. Obviously you can pitch them around however you want. I'll just start with dark, and then I can replace it if I want to. And I just want, even though it's in D, which is cool, I want to go ahead and right click D, so now it's tuned to my keyboard. Is my octave right? Yeah. Nice. And it's very quiet because I was working with the piano. There we go. And we have to make sure that it's right on beat. There we go. Yeah. But another thing you do when you're working with samples like this is we have to go into envelope, turn this down, I turn this up, but you can put that wherever. Decay down, sustain down, and then the release down pretty much all the way with just a little bit of extra release. So as soon as we lift up the note, it finishes. So we can repeat it. And then I just want to make a little pattern. And I don't think it has to be complicated. Ooh. Yeah, that can be kind of our pattern for the big area. Or at least for the build. Guitar, electric. Man, I wish I could play guitar so I could just shred over tracks like this. That sounds cool. I can imagine strings playing that, and it sounds awesome. So I really do enjoy that pattern. I'm just going to set that there, and I'm going to add layers. But right now what I want to do is add some kind of fade into that. What's in here? Oh yeah, these are the drums. Drum loop. Time to save my project. Ah, you saved me. You saved me. Oh, I should have kept it there. Yeah. We'll just go stream trailer. Yeah. I have to keep in mind the trailer aspect. I don't own translating process. It's okay. I can replace it whenever I need to. I can just every time I open it up, because I'm really just going to be opening it up today. So it should be fine. So I have to throw this into 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I actually don't think I want much sub here. Oh, that sounds good. I have to be careful this doesn't turn into the Doom live stream all over again, even though that was cool. That's just such a cool effect, so I'm definitely going to do that. And you can barely hear it. Yeah, it's getting more intense, and this is where the trailer gets really hype, you know what I'm saying? Because you have like just a cool, nice, dark intro that's sort of setting it out, and then the trailer gets more intense right there. Woo! Halloween live stream. Now that would be fun. We should do a Halloween live stream. What happens if I just want to hear what it sounds like? Ooh. Yeah, this is cool. This is really cool. We got those atmospheres. And we need the whooshes coming in here. 80s synth pop is good. I kind of want to see if I can get strings to play that pattern. That could be really cool. So, or wait a second. I'm going to go ahead real quick and just tools, macros, purge unused audio clips, because I think I have a ton of audio clips here that weren't being used. Ping multi-sample. I don't think I want to use those. Those are cool. Those are really cool, but they're not very intense. They're not super intense. So I don't think I'm going to do that. But I can check the other ones. Let me see. Stratosphere has cool stuff. Melodic. Definitely braams are going to come in a minute. Those are all nice, but... Let's see. Warped piano. That is also a nice piano, but I definitely do think I want strings. So what I'm going to do is to create my own string pattern. I'm just going to load up Flex. Because maybe not all of this stream has to be just taking pre-made stuff from the bundle. So I can go strings, and they have like winds and stuff like that too. Yeah, I can just try staccato stuff for a second here. Cellos sound very nice. Yeah, I can do some of that, like in the build-up. But anyway, let me take this pattern, and then I can move it to the strings. That doesn't sound any good. I'm at the top of my limit here. What if I take every other one and move it down an octave? Just to keep it interesting, because this is going to be a layer for that sound. Yeah, the all-string staccato sounds a lot better. The instruments are automatically kind of pan themselves around as an orchestra might be. I believe that's the case. And what would happen? Hold up. I want to see how beneficial that is. The answer is very beneficial. And then what I can do is I can make this unique, and I can make this one higher. Oop. Nope. Whoosh. There we go. And then reverb. Actually, that's not what's going to happen. I'm going to take pattern 5. I'm still going to have pattern 5 be unique. And then I'm going to clone this. And pattern 5 is going to be this. With a different, let's see, should I do violins? I can make the tone a little different and squash it. And this will be a layer for the other one. Ooh. Yeah, now I have a good idea. Risers. And then it's going to like go silent for a minute, and then we'll have a drum roll up that's just like, and then it'll go into a big part where braams come in, and then like a bunch of other stuff happens. It's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be fun. I feel like this is such a cool sound. It needs to be compressed. Like a lot. Yeah, there definitely are some silent parts in trailer music, which is why I'm going to add this right here. I just have to make sure all of this works with what I'm doing. Oh, since there are silent parts in trailer music, like that person was saying, what I can do is I can create a cut here. Then I can move all of this to the side a little bit. That's sliding. And then I can add reverb. And then I can go into that bit. And then this part can just kind of fade out here. that so there's a gap. And then this needs its own channel now. What's in 6? I have to remember what I did. Where's 6? 6 is... Oh, that's the pulse. Oh, okay. Pulse. Yeah. And then this will go into 8. Let's see. Yeah, this is an 8. Needed a little bit of reverb anyway. And then it'll slide in. Oh, what if I reverse this? Let me make it unique. I don't know if this will work. I really, really don't. But I want to try it. Ah, it's cool. It's cool. Yeah, I think that's cool. I think I want to just layer it with the non-reversed one. I want to just go like this maybe. Yeah, and I can just take pieces here. I just want to stitch this together into something that sounds good. And then just a little, yeah, where's this right here? And what I'll do is I'll make this unique too, and I'll just slide this in even more. It's all about the details. Just like that. And that will make this sound even more natural. Yeah, a bit of choir. A bit of choir would be great. Maybe to go along with the piano. A little bit of choir would be awesome. Now, there isn't any choir in the cinematic... wait, there is Stratosphere. I forgot. There are some vocal samples. They're not exactly choirs, but they are interesting. Let me see. Vocal sound effects, yeah. Yeah, I can work with the violin in a minute. Need to turn this up a little bit. Yeah. That one sounds extremely tonal. Oh, it's like a reverse. I want something... It sounds really cool, but it doesn't really sound like a vocal. I want something generally one note. Maybe that could work out really well. Yeah, that's A sharp. So that means if I'm trying to get this in D, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I pitch it up 6, is it still workable, withable? I think I would actually only have to pitch it up 2. Oh no, I have to pitch it up higher. 4. Then I can have this slide in. So that means I'd have to pitch it down 8. Yeah, maybe a little slower is better. And then it fades off right as the key change, which is good. And then I'll make it unique, and this version will just be a little quieter. I have to deal with this. It's hard because I can't sustain out the note, but I can do something like add delay. Let me see. I want it to be tighter. I don't like that. I don't think it sounds good. I feel like it just cutting down to silent is cool. I feel like it doesn't sound unnatural. I'll deal with it if I need to, but it would be kind of annoying to go ahead it would take a while for me to go in and then just solo that one part and have the reverb tail and make, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think it just cutting out like that is totally fine. Especially if I add some kind of reverse. Yeah, just a little bit of reverse. Ooh, those vocals sound good. Someone said a specific preset here. Let's see. What's an 8? What did I just put in 8? Did I just put the strings in 8? No, what's an 8? I forget what I put things in. Oh, that's like a drone. Okay. Drone in 8. And then 9 will be this right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Someone said there was a specific Vocodex preset, so I want to see if they're correct in thinking that this would be good. Backing voices. Resample it into a note in FL Studio that you can just cut off the note in the audio. I'm not sure that I understand. Like cut off the note in the audio? I don't really know what that means. This is cool. Yeah, this is Vocodex. No, you're fine. It's cool, but I think it's just too background to be able to notice that. Because if there was clicking, then that would be a problem, but there isn't really clicking, so I don't think I could fade it out any smoother. Yeah, it is a little modern. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna use that. A Moog solo. Yeah. And then it hits right there, so hit right there. Or no, right here. It's a sub hit. Then this impact. And then I'm going to add a lot more stuff because that has to be a lot bigger. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just go in and get a nice big, let's see, there's loops here. These are percussion loops. Yeah, none of these are super heavy drums. So I think I want to go into Quantum Force Cinematic Drums and take a listen to the one-shots. See, anvils. Yeah, those are kind of lighter. You go full and lead into a dubstep drop. Yeah, I could do that like 2 steps from hell style. I got the good whooshes. Even in the drum packs, we have whooshes. Super useful. Sub hits toms. Yeah, I like these layered hits. They have nice potential. So I'm probably going to go into the layer hits, but real quick, I just want to check some of the others. Like, for example, trailer sound effects, one-shots. Yeah, I'm definitely going to use some of these braams. It was extremely useful. Kicks. Good stuff. I'm just scrolling all through these. Yeah, these sample packs are really nice. So there's a good hit. And then here's just impacts. Oh yeah. These are nice. Like, any tuning that is in here is so subtle, I really don't think it's going to make much of a difference. These are really good. Like, this one's great. Yeah. So we have a nice big impact right there. Then we'll take a sub. Let's see. Yeah. So we have like 5 different hits hitting at once. All together. And it sounds real nice. Oh, that one's good too. Screw it. 6 hits happening all together. I don't give a crap. I just want it to hit hard. It's probably going hard through the Maximus. Oh, it's not even going that hard through the Maximus. Okay, I don't have too much of a problem with that. And then it's going to go into a braam. It's beautiful. And then that's an F, so we need to take it down to D. So 1, 2, 3. Should be 3. Am I wrong in that? 1, 2, 3? No, that's right. Oh, yeah. And that's going to be a lot of fun layering that. So first off, what we're going to do is we're going to add a reverb to this braam. Braam. Don't do construction outside now, you idiots. Hopefully that doesn't interfere with my audio too much. Yeah. Sub drop at the beginning with quiet space. Ooh, that's an idea. Yeah, that would be a very good idea. Just a really low, deep sub drop. That would be nice. So let me see. Essentials Volume 3. Do they have sub drops? Let me see. I know there's sub drops in here. Sub booms, yeah. Ooh, that one's nice. I like that one, but not for this one. I'm gonna do Ruin. Yeah. And then we're gonna have drums going like that. So let me take go into the drums pack, Quantum Force. Wonder why subs are so fat in the low end. that's their job. Assemble loops. I might have to make my own little drum roll in this case. I don't think that there's necessarily any. Yeah, let me go ahead and just design my own drum roll because I know exactly what I want. It's just a big roll of just getting louder and louder. So one shots. Yeah, I don't want ambles. Don't want Cajuns. Oh, the cymbals are probably going to be really useful. I really need to keep those in mind. Yeah, those are a little light. Frame drums, nah. I think I'll have to do with timpanis. Yeah. Can you slice X a loop to create one in that way? That's true. That's some Chinas, yeah. Chinas never get old. Just have to figure out the best way to make this loop. I need to load it in some kind of multi-sampler. That would be really cool. I don't know. Well, I'm pretty sure. What is it called in here? There's one thing that's it's a multi-sampler. God, what's it called? Direct wave. Where's direct wave? Do I own direct wave? I've never used direct wave. Yeah. So if I just drag this in. Okay, it does that. How can I set this to just be one sample? I've never done this before in direct wave. So this timpani is just this one note. Yeah. And this timpani is just this note. Oh, okay. This is interesting. I can kind of work with this. This is a little bit tedious, at least for what I'm doing, but these are higher timpanis. This will be one right here. I just need to get a set of them so I can alternate, so they can all get louder and in pitch. I've never used it before. I'm literally just figuring this out right now. I've never done this before. Here's one. I guess I'll just get a bunch. That's a good one. There's as many as I could ever want. That's a good one. Higher frequency, I'll take that one. That's a good one there. That's a good one. Let's see. Why don't you copy? You just get a bunch and copy and paste. Yeah, like I would do that, but I think I want to also control the velocities. You know what I'm saying? So they're all kind of just doing it at a different pace. That's a good one. I might have a little bit of trouble with this roll, but I'll figure it out. So we have okay, some interesting stuff. And I'm going to route this into 10. So this will be, I'll just call this the roll, because I'll just do my best to try and make a roll out of this. Where is it? There it is. So if I want these to be, pitch is messing with the heaviness. Yeah, this thing isn't really meant to be heavy. It's not really, its purpose isn't exactly designed to be heavy. Because it should cut off right as yeah, it's going to cut off right as the note ends. I only want it to be this long. And then if I mess with the velocity, like that, and it sounds very very digital right now and not real, but that's just because I haven't put in the other samples. I'm going to try to use the other samples to make it sound digital. I am also curious to see if this will work because I've never done this before. So now what I have to do is I have to go in here and then randomize. So tools, randomize, and then just try to randomize this velocity. I know it doesn't sound real right now, but I'm going to attempt to make it sound a little more real just by doing things like panning it around. And then messing with the pitch, which I can also come in here and then once I layer it with other versions, such as, yeah, it doesn't sound real at all, but that's okay. I can kind of stretch this out a little. If I hold shift, which is the one? Yeah, shift. Then I'll change this up a little bit. Just mess it up, make it not perfect. And then I can go into pan it this direction. And I'll also use a low pass filter, which will make it sound like it's actually rising in velocity, not just in volume. So there's going to be several like processes to this, but I'm going to take this and then go, let's see. Yeah. Randomize, sort of randomize this right here. And I'll do that. And then I'll duplicate this to over here. And this will start here and kind of fall into here. Because none of these rolls are ever perfect. It's kind of just a solid, weird roll. And then randomize again and make these a little different. And now I can go in and scale these levels. Actually, no, I'm not going to scale levels yet. I'm going to go into pan, and this will be somewhere in the middle here. And what if I do this one not quite as many times? That could be cool. So I can go velocity. Yeah, the lines are very chaotic. I can just make this chaos. It's not perfect like it would be in an actual cinematic track, but it is still, I'm going to say this again, it is still workable withable. That's how I like to say it. So that would go like right before here. And then, yeah, I think this is going to work. And then I'll take this right here. Yeah. Just like that. I'll do that. So let me actually change this to this kind. Yeah. Yeah, like that. And that'll be totally fine. Yeah, the filter makes it sound more real because when you hit a drum, the harder you hit a drum, the more the high frequencies are really gonna smack you. So this is actually making it sound like it is going up in velocity. Yeah, like that. Should be lower. Man, this is pretty deep. I don't know. Let me see. I guess it's a good thing about direct wave. I need to use direct wave more, man. I don't know if that really helps too much. I can use just a little bit of sound goodizer. Need cymbals. Yeah, let me go back to those cymbals because those cymbals were awesome. That's what's up. Look at all these hits, Jesus. Yeah. So we're going to start with this and we're going to layer on top of it. That's a good thing about having so many impacts, is you can just keep layering them. Back right into this. Uh-oh, that first impact is weird. Why is the first impact weird? Almost all of these sounds are from the Ultimate Cinematic Bundle Volume 2. I think the one sound right now that isn't from it is just default strings. Or not default strings, but these are the strings from Flex. But I did use strings in the intro here. That, in my opinion, actually sound better than that, but they don't have those in this particular pattern. Yeah, where's snares? You can find a link to the pack in the top of the description. Oh. I like these that have like a tail. Like I want to use this. Yeah. And I can use this along with other percussions. Yeah, and let me just make this really big and just sound good. Oof. Yeah, no, it doesn't really do what I wanted it to do. I need reverb. Yeah. Octave for the snare? It's not even tonal. I do definitely need to hit, though, on top of it. Like a... This is awesome. What if I just add this to 11? Woo! Yeah. Well, what if I did this? Oh wait, where's the snare? Yeah. Yeah. Wait, what? I was really off in my time. Oh no, everything, all this is fine. I just put some, I just accidentally didn't put it where it needed to be. we are. Had some reggae at the end, go into heavy rhythm, yeah. And now, what else do I need to add here? There's plenty that I do need to add, but I feel like, man, what if I had a percussion loop that's just really fast? It's like if I could do that with my mouth, just a like that I could fade in and out. D and B stream. Like something like this, and I just speed it up. If I just go like whoosh. Because this is already kind of morphing around. Whoa. And let me quick throw some effects on this. This will be, what is in 12 and 11? I don't name my stuff. I need to remember to name my stuff. 11 is the snare, and then 12 is the metal. So 11 is snare, and 12 is metal. And then this is going into 13. And I know exactly what I want to add with this guy. It's panned a little bit, but I still want to add pancake. Pancake 2. To be exact. This is free plugin. And then reverb. And what if I add, I don't think this is beneficial at all. Well, it does make it a little thicker. I don't know, I'm not totally opposed to that. I think it makes it a little thicker and a little more impactful in the mid section. But I do need something like some kind of phaser or something to morph it a little bit. Like, I don't think just using a fruity phaser would work well. I feel like I need something. What about, I don't know if this would work. Nah, it doesn't really sound good either. Yeah, maybe I could edit this fruity phaser. And our stage is low. Oh, that's like weird. It like, that makes my eyes water. That's weird. Woo. Yeah. I don't know why listening to just that makes my eyes water. Like, I really don't know why. It's just so weird. Such a weird swirling of phases that my eyes water at the weirdest things. Like, I like it, but it's making me tear up, man. It's like I'm allergic to it. What in the world? Why did that just happen? I have no idea why that just happened. Whack. Yeah. So even more drums, I think, honestly. Just like I really need to make these hits hit hard. So where are these layered hits? I could take, let's see, essentials, one shots, impacts. The impacts could work pretty well. Maybe I could just, they're a little too big. Don't cry making great music. Hey, that's when the music is good enough to bring tear to the eye. That's when you know. I'm gonna be tearing up for the rest of the stream. Just letting you know that's about to happen. Yeah, I just need something to hit right there. Yeah, maybe just be a small impact. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. There it is. These hits are awesome. Forgot about these epic hits. Then I'll just turn down the high end a little bit. Yeah, and then we need more instrument stuff happening right here. That's what we really need, is instrument things. Atmospheres. Mastering can be tricky, but it's so beneficial. I like Twilight. I'm just going to go ahead and throw Twilight in here. This is in C, so we need it in D. So I'm just going to go up 2. And I know what I want to add on to this. This is going to be cool. 13. I forgot to name 13. Okay, which one's in 13? Weird. The weird thing that makes my eyes water. Eye waterer. And then in 14, we're going to put this guy. Yeah. Which is big atmosphere. That was not right, but that's okay. Because what I want to do is add this plugin. It's like 12 bucks. It's like a $12 plugin. I think I paid 12 for it. But it's used in hip hop a lot, but it's halftime. And it's just going to layer just a halftime version under it. Makes it bigger and thicker and warmer and very, very way more stronger. Yeah. Whew, I love these drones, man. You gotta get you this thing. musical loops. I don't know if... Ah, it's tempting me with a synth. Ah, they're so good. Do these even work if I pitch them in, or if I make them in time? Oh no, this isn't in time. Ooh, that's fast. Except for the end there, I think this works. It's just so low frequency that what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make this a layer. I know it doesn't go perfectly with every note, but I can still make this a layer because it sounds so cool. And it's like, especially when I stretch it out, it's just like weirdly distorted, which I really like actually. Nice. All right, and the next thing I'm going to add here is flex, because I want to go into winds. I need brass. A low scream in the background when you get darker parts. It feels like a horror film. Oh, that would be cool. What if right before this thing happens, we have like a scream? That would be pretty cool, but I just need some cinematic trailer-like horns. So if I just go full brass, excuse me. We make it dark horror, yeah. Sounds like more royal horns. It's not really cinematic horns. We can make our own braam. Yeah. And we'll kind of just make some sort of progression here. I'm just trying to come up with something here. Should I really go major at the end there? Like, it shouldn't work, but it does. Like, with the minor, it doesn't not work. This is not what I wanted. Like, this wasn't what I intended, but I don't know if it's, like, it may work. Okay, yeah, no, it didn't work at all. Never mind. I'm gonna redo this. Yeah, the first two chords were fine, I think, in my opinion. They're all right. I'm not really thinking in too much music theory here. I'm just putting down notes. Ah, that just sounds not good. Oh yeah. Ooh, a little bit of CPU action there. The bass line is so nice. I'm gonna have to go in here and oh, I'm at 256. Yeah, let me raise it up. Yeah, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna emphasize some notes. Like right now, this one. Then this one. I really want to go A sharp. Ooh. Will that work? I think it works. Even if it's not perfect, I think it works. There's this one. Maybe not this one. Maybe there's no other D sharp hitting anywhere here. Not that one. Definitely want these to be loud. Yeah, I really do like that chord. It's very simple. It's 2 notes. It doesn't need to be complicated. These aren't the best cinematic libraries in the world for Flex, but the good old 5th harmonies. And I know I already have strings up here, but I want to open one more strings. And that is, let's see. Yeah. I don't know about you. I like the bass. Like it's not messy enough to be a problem in my opinion. Like the low frequencies that it adds are extremely valuable here. Drum samples are from they're from the Ultimate Cinematic Bundle. Link in the top of the description. So now I want to I definitely want to go like this, so I can just do really simple. Woo! Yeah, it adds so much. Oh, and we have our ending right there. It's in 14. So I need more reverb. There it is. Then we just need to take all of our risers and throw them in here. This one will go here. I'm just putting these wherever. Oh wait, I have to scoot them over. And I can make this unique. and I can take this one, this one, this one, and this one, and move them up. Nice. Yeah, I think that's gonna conclude it. I don't really have much time. I had to do a little bit of a shorter stream today. Like, it's not a 3-hour live stream. I'm still going for just about, yeah, still over 2 hours. But I think that'll just about wrap it up for today. I'm gonna give one last listen. I'm gonna make any changes that I think are necessary. So let's go ahead and just give this a listen. Why is this like that? Who told you to be like that? Nobody. All right, let's listen through and see if there's anything drastic that needs to be done. That vocal works so well. Nice. Now I could spend like days working on this. I could go through all the little things. I could say, oh, those notes are a little bit off, or I need to add little transitions here and all this other stuff. But I think for a live stream, I think that worked out pretty well. I'm pretty happy with that, and it seems like you guys seem pretty happy with it too. So I think it turned out cool. I really enjoy doing the cinematic stuff, and it's just so easy with this package, man. There's so much in here that's just so good. Ultimate Cinematic Bundle, Volume 2, top of the description. Link in the top of the description. Go and at least just check it out. You can hear some more demo tracks. You can look at the packs. You can take a more in-depth look at like what all is in there, along with just referring to this stream. It's awesome. What are you going to do for next week? I don't know. We'll figure it out. It's going to be fun, though. It always is. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you all for coming out, and I will see you in the next video. Happy producing.